Something that I've recently looked into are the differences between buying a property in England and Scotland. Perhaps not everyone is aware, but whilst the legal system of Scotland and England vary, and there are some differences in regards to the sale and purchase of property, there are pros and cons to both systems. So solicitors in Scotland play a far more significant role in the property market, and in some cases even make sales of properties much like an agent. Also, where one contract is legally binding here in England upon exchange, in Scotland, several different documents relating to the transactions are exchanged, and these are known as missives. So in England and Wales, you negotiate the terms of an offer subject to contract, meaning any party either side of a sale isn't legally obliged to go through with it until the contracts are signed and exchanged. The exchange of the missives in Scotland make the transaction legally binding far earlier in the process. So, the reason that this is of particular interest to me is because of my own recent experience in purchasing a house. So, I put my house on the market, sold it, found a buyer, and then I found a property that I wanted to purchase. So the purchase I was looking to buy is empty, and the people that are buying my house are currently rented. So it's all moved along quite nicely. We've had the surveys done, searches have been done, the finance is all in place, everybody's committed, all of the legals go through. Come Friday, so just as we're due to exchange, the vendor of the property that I was looking to purchase decides to increase the price by 16%. So just to put that in context, you're buying a house of say £200,000, it's £32,000 increase they wanted on the day of exchange. Obviously the property wasn't worth an additional 16%, we'd agreed an offer, he had agreed to proceed on that basis. The sale has now fallen down. So the sale or the house I was buying is not going to complete. The people that were moving into my house cannot move in now. We can't exchange contracts and they can't move in on Wednesday. They're in rental, it just can't happen. So I think having a little bit of the Scottish system definitely helps. People have spent so much time and effort and the emotional attachment that I'm sure the buyers of my house have, and the emotional attachment we have of the house that we were looking to move into. And it just doesn't seem a very fair system. So I think we really need to call for some change on this system to get it, a little bit like the Scottish system, probably not as much as that, but just so, everybody doesn't incur all of the costs. And all these people are doing works for nothing. There's 4 solicitors, all on a no sale, no fee basis. The estate agents, 2 of them on a no sale, no fee basis. People who arrange the finance don't get any money if it doesn't complete. And then on this case, fortunately only 2 families that are affected, but it could be a chain of 5 or 6 families that all end up not being able to move. So that was the reason for this week's kind of RedDoor news. If you're watching this and you watch this through to the end, then please comment below. I'd love to kind of get some feedback of what anybody out there, especially some property professionals, think we can do or needs to happen in the property market to make this system a bit more streamlined, straightforward, and to stop all the emotional turmoil and all of these costs being incurred when somebody just messes around with the system. Thanks very much for watching. That's this week's RedDoor news from here at RedDoor HQ.